was very diverse, and in order to be successful, you need to act on
different levels.
Well,
you can operate when you start as a Scrum Master. You know the basic principles. That's already enough to start. But what you see usually a level 1 Scrum Master, you focus mostly on your team. You make sure that the team does the right thing, that they know the events, the artifacts, how to use Scrum. And once you slowly grow into that role, you reach the level of level 2, where you focus not only on your team, but all the dependencies connected to that team. So it's other teams, but also the stakeholders. All the input you collect, you make the team connect to the other teams. And well, once that's running, once that flow's going, you actually start looking a bit broader again. You grow as a Scrum Master, and you show the light to the organization. You focus on sales, on management, HR, ops, the entire organization, to change it into an agile organization. And all these levels, you don't only focus on the rules, but you cultivate a certain culture within the team, within the dependencies, but also within the organization. And to give you some examples of that, my good friend and Scrum Master Sven will continue.
So once upon a time, there was a company who worked in an agile way. They had a Scrum-friendly culture. And why was it a Scrum-friendly culture? There was a new Scrum Master coming there, and the first thing he noticed that when he was at his team, the team members didn't make individual choices. The first thing they thought, is this beneficial for me or beneficial for the team? The team was first, and the person was second. Marketing didn't sell fixed scope, fixed price, fixed everything projects, but what they did was sell individual sprints. And those individual sprints, the result of that was what they sold. They had fluid team dynamics, so the team worked well together. And there was room for experimentation. Every Friday, within the sprint, there was room to create something new. And at the end of the day, they presented it to the whole company. And if there's something there that was likable, they say, okay, let's continue and work on that and make a new team around it. And they had a ruthless focus on outcome of value and done. So at the end of the sprint, what they delivered, everything they delivered was done and could be deployed into production. And how did they get that far? Well, it was because one really enthusiastic employee had read something about Scrum, and he did that to change from within.
Yes. And the nice thing was, from that team, who showed amazing results, is that they used those results to drive change from within. So what they did is that Scrum team that Sven just told us about, they did amazing things. And they said, oh right, so if we want to change stuff, we need to incorporate all those parties around us. So we show them how cool we are and how good things we are doing, and then we need all these people to talk to them. What is very important is that if you look at all these parties and show them what you need and what they need, is that sometimes you have dependencies. And those dependencies, if you cannot work them out immediately, you could call them impediments. And our friends from over there will tell us more about it.
Come on with these impediments, we don't care, because once we started, we had a Scrum Master, and he invested quite some time in removing impediments that were in the way of understanding Scrum. But then we moved on to higher levels, that we started having issues with Scrum team formation and with engineering practices up until organizational process. So the time, the more experience we got, more the impediments had to be removed on another level. And then all of a sudden we were very experienced with Scrum, and then we flipped it around, and then we focused mainly on fixing issues with the organizational process and much less with the team understanding Scrum. and that actually explains that there are multiple levels of a Scrum Master. 3 to be precise.
This really is, and this is not something that we say in all class, but this really is one of the best explanations of these.